Masters Sunday at Augusta National, and this one has been unique. The 86th showing of the Masters, but in many ways a tournament of firsts. Fewer fans this year, of course, but no doubt all excited for what's to come today. Dustin Johnson leading by 4 shots, looking imperious on his own out in front. Leading the chasing pack though, Cameron Smith. The young Aussie looking for his first green jacket in what is his debut Masters appearance. Of course, Rory McIlroy, such a talented player and always seems to be in contention here at the Masters. And he'll be looking to add the only major title that has eluded him so far in his illustrious career. And finally, the veteran of all veterans, Tiger Woods. Last year's champion, and even though he's far behind, you can never count this man out. So many magical moments, so many memories, and more history is about to be made today. This is the Masters. And Chris joins me. What an exciting day of golf we have.
It certainly is, you know. A great golf course, so many great players in the frame. This man, Ian Poulter, not quite in the frame, but always a great guy to watch.
So true. Ian Poulter on the 13th now, 125 yards away, and a fantastic shot there.
Owner also have a great Ryder Cup record.
Yeah, exactly. Back to DeChambeau on the tee of the 13th, and that is crushed.
I don't know how much weight this guy's put on, but I think most of it's muscle, and he's hitting the ball an absolute country mile.
Wow, he's put on 50 pounds in the last 3 years, and you can see so much distance added to his game now because of that. And that one's gone 340 yards.
And you go from the young Tiger to Mr. Langer. I mean, what a veteran this man is.
Bernard Langer, 38 appearances now, and still looks as good as ever.
Does, and competitive. So competitive. Almost beyond belief, really, at the age of 63.
And that will be a par on the first hole for Bernard Langer. Over to Poulter in those checkered trousers.
Yeah, you can't miss him, can you?
You can't miss him on the golf course. His own clothing line, IJP design, and looking as smart as ever.
Does.
But back to Matsuyama on the 4th hole. The Japanese player doesn't say much, but...
You know, he lets the clubs do the talking. And there we go. There's the result. What a great shot.
Great shot. Such a tough hole. 240 yards. And Matsuyama made it look easy there. Over to another Asian player, Sun Jae-im on the 2nd hole. Big day for him. Certainly is. And great to see a young Korean male doing so well as well. The Korean ladies have dominated the ladies tour for so long now, but not the men's tour, and this guy is really looking like something special. Oh, to another talent as well.
Well, this boy is talent, isn't he? He's pure talent. Doesn't wait to make the most of it, though.
Yeah, Rory McIlroy, he'll be looking to make an early charge, and that is a great shot, and he'll have only 30 yards into the 340-yard 3rd hole here.
He'll be looking for a birdie there for sure.
And Cameron Smith, the young Aussie, this is a huge day for him, currently in 2nd place.
Maybe the biggest day of his career. He's won once on the PGA Tour, but he's never experienced pressure quite like this.
No, he hasn't. And unfortunately, just rolls into the rough there, but that should be fine. Matsuyama, can he finish it off?
Oh, when he can, but he needs to get on a run here just to put some pressure on the leaders and to make them look in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, exactly. And one player who's used to seeing players in his rearview mirror.
He certainly is, Mr. Koepka. This guy is confidence personified, and I love watching him play golf.
Such a free-flowing style, such an aggressive player. And that one just in the rough, but only a short shot into 9. And Justin Thomas back on the 2nd in some real trouble here. But that was incredible.
I mean, you know, he could almost be an Australian with that one. That was a boomerang, though.
Yeah, that was like an Australian Open tennis shot. Over to Rory McIlroy. What can he do here with his short 2nd?
This is quick. It really is. I mean, that green is so fast, and that requires tremendous vision. Well played, Rory. That was excellent execution.
Well, you can see how quick that was there down that slope. And perfectly played. Early birdie there for McIlroy. Over to Woods with 240 yards into the 5th.
No, he doesn't like that. I tell you what, I watched him on the practice ground earlier, and that back looked a bit tentative again.
Tends to happen, especially you can see it's a bit cold, bit chilly, and sometimes tightens up. Over to Langer.
I'll tell you what, this guy looks well-oiled though, doesn't he, for a 63-year-old?
I mean, he is keeping fit, and what a golf shot there. Just lands it over the bunker, and now it's getting close to the pin.
It's incredible. I mean, he's hitting a rescue in when Bryson's hitting a 9-iron. Distant difference is phenomenal, but he's still competing.
From the veteran to the newcomer, young Augustine, out of the University of West Virginia, and what a young talent this man is.
He's one of many, but this boy, as you say, is real talent, and I think he's got a great future ahead of him.
Great shot into 15. And Langer on the 7th. Can he make the birdie?
And look at that, you know, he had a few problems in his mid-career with the putting, but it's come back now.
Yeah, that long putter working well for Bernard Langer. Over to South African, Dylan Fratelli, who's probably learned a lot playing with Langer early in the week.
He certainly did. What he's holding putts, and that's not going to do him any harm. It's just whether this guy can keep going to the end, I think.
And that takes Fratelli to 4 under for the day. Won once on the US tour from Cape Town in South Africa, now lives in the US. Over to the young Spaniard John Rahm, who also lives in the US.
Yeah, he certainly does, and he's making the most of his time there as well. And this guy also, he really is a confident man.
And to DeChambeau, after that huge drive, only 7-iron in, that long arm stance, of course, all his irons the same length.
When he holds it like that, it's normally good. So let's see where this one goes.
Fantastic golf shot there from Bryson DeChambeau. He'll have that for eagle.
And uphill.
That was earlier. This is now that trademark locked arm grip, and he's normally good at these.
He is. He's very solid at this range. He makes no exception. He's definitely a guy who's going to do so well in the coming years.
100%. Hits it a long way, but underrated around the greens as well.
No, most definitely.
Justin Thomas, unfortunately, a bit of trouble. This is now his 4th shot into the par 5 second.
Doesn't want to start going backwards at this stage of the tournament.
No, especially not on this hole. They're all making birdies here. He'll have about 20 feet for his par, and he really does need that with Dustin Johnson so far in front. Sung Jae Im on the same hole.
Now this is like chipping onto a car park, though.
Wow, what a great shot there. Perfect strike. Almost in on the way past.
He thought he really did think he got that.
Played that so well. Forward to 7. This is a fantastic shot.
Ooh. Thought he made that.
Just too hard there. And over to the leader, Dustin Johnson. So much of today rests on what this man does.
You know, it's all about his start, I think. If he gets away to a steady start, he's a few shots ahead. If he can just keep his head together, he's got a great chance.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, to 13 with Cameron Champ from the Pine Straw. So difficult from here.
Really difficult. I think I've only ever seen one man play a great shot from there. That was Phil Mickelson, but that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was very impressive. And he'll be thrilled with that. Doesn't show too much emotion, but that was a fantastic shot. Dustin Johnson, what can he do with his 2nd into the 1st?
You know, is he going to play safe or is he going to play aggressive? We're going to find out.
It looked like it was going a bit right.
Yeah, it is, but, you know, it still should be a safe par.
Very good shot there. Very solid. What you'd expect. He's been playing just textbook golf all week. And Matsuyama, 200 yards into 11. No other choice but to defend from here. Stop it going left. Water left, of course.
Oh, that's not great position there. That's a tough up and down from there.
A tough job for Matsuyama to make par. Meanwhile, Thomas now for par after hitting it in the trees.
Well, so early in the round, going backwards, it sends all the wrong signs, basically, to the rest of the field.
Exactly, and with Dustin Johnson, you just don't feel he's going to come any closer to the chasing pack. And you can see the frustration there. Swings the club, shake of the head, and he'll be disappointed. Im, though, has had a good start. 2 birdies in the first 5 holes. This is on 6.
Yeah, this looks good. You just don't want to go long here. Oh, no, that's not the place to be. I think he just pulled that fraction.
Yeah, that's in trouble. Normally when you pull the golf ball left, it goes further than you think. Rory McIlroy has hit a huge drive down this 9th hole. 342 yards. He's only got 100 yards in.
Yeah, he was looking to get that within 6 foot, and that's a long way out of the real make birdie zone, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can see he's a bit disappointed with that. That is his weakness, unfortunately. Brooks Koepka playing with Rory McIlroy.
Yeah, this guy's different. His mindset is aggressive. He'll be going straight at the pin, and he certainly has done that. It's just gone a little bit past, but that's holdable.
Great shot there. Not easy. Had to land it on such a small area and did it very well. Cameron Smith from 80 yards on 2.
Looks composed. Yeah, nice shot.
Very good. You can see controlled that spin perfectly by shortening his follow through there. And he's got that for an early birdie on the second hole. And the 12th hole is what you're seeing here at Augusta National, and so many tournaments have rested on this very hole. How does it make you feel when you see it?
Well, as you rightly say, so many tournaments are won and lost here, and on a par 3 of this length you'd expect maybe to make birdies, but I think for most of the players a 3 is a good score. They're happy.
And one of the legends of the game on the 12th tee right now, Tiger Woods, with a wedge in his hands.
Oh, he's dressed in red and he looks pretty confident there.
Seems to like it.
Oh dear, just that little bit short.
Maybe misjudged the win, you can see. Yeah, maybe it was a bit stronger than he thought there.
Yeah.
Ian Poulter on 15, going for the par 5 in 2 shots.
Oh, I don't think he likes that. Oh dearie me, that's not a great position.
That could go anywhere off those branches. Oh, and those ripples.
Oh, it's in the water.
And unfortunately, the end of Ian Poulter's chances in this golf tournament. Back to our leader on 2.
Oh, suddenly there's mistakes all over the place.
Suddenly, our cracks beginning to show for Dustin Johnson. That is a big mistake. And the next shot isn't easy either.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a real test for him there. Oh, but look at that. What a phenomenal touch.
Makes it look so easy. That was such a difficult shot. Landing on a downslope, of course. But he makes his par, and Dustin Johnson, that's a good solid start there. Not letting the others in. 2 pars on the first 2 holes. Brooks Koepka on the 7th.
Well, this is the guy that could upset the party. Yeah, once again, looks good.
Only 140 yards away.
But hold on. Whoa, how much spin is that?
Wow, how did that happen? Lands on the back of the green and then spins it off the front. I think even Brooks Koepka will be in shock. Looks at his caddy there. But over to CT Pan, Taiwanese player.
Taiwanese, there haven't been any Taiwanese players for about 50 years. Quite incredible. And you wonder how a guy who has really got not that much competition in Taiwan, performs so well.
Yeah, it's true. Meanwhile, Woods on 12. This is now his 6th shot after twice hitting it into the water.
I've never seen Tiger hit a shot like that before.
And once again, and you can see that stance is so awkward.
And you can see this is upsetting his back as well. This is not comfortable. It's not comfortable from so many points of view, and to see Tiger struggling like this, I think just upsets us. You can see the way he's moving out of that bunker. He doesn't look comfortable.
Of course, had 4 back surgeries, and that will be for a 9 for Tiger Woods on this par 3. Can you believe it?
I don't think Tiger has ever in his whole life had a 10 on a par 3.
I don't think Tiger's made double figures on a hole ever.
I think so. It is quite remarkable. We are seeing history being made in a very different way to the way we saw history being made by Tiger last year.
Tiger Woods making par on this hole last year on his way to victory, but this year is a very different story.
No, and he's walking gingerly, isn't he?
Brooks Koepka on 7 though. Wow.
I mean, what a response, actually, to a real piece of bad luck.
And doesn't even look surprised. Dustin Johnson on 3. Playing aggressive again. Said his game plan was to play aggressive. And he can get close to this green in 1 shot on this par 4.
It's amazing. These guys are hitting it so far at the moment that, the cameraman lost the ball there completely.
I know.
He wasn't anticipating it being there.
Over to him. What can he do? Oh, no. And that was for par.
It's the only thing, isn't it? When the old head starts moving, unfortunately, it always tends to get shoved right.
John Rahm on the 13th, though. Look at that power through the ball.
There's not much movement there, is there? You can see, very steady.
And the only thing moving is the ball, and it's moving fast. Straight at the pin on that one.
That is a serious eagle opportunity there. Yeah, he looks good, and there's a resolve about him this week.
Dustin Johnson, though, his birdie putt on the 3rd. Straight in the middle. Wow, what a statement.
Yeah, DJ, when he's in this mindset, he's such a tough guy to beat.
Some would say unbeatable, but we'll have to wait and see. Cameron Champ.
Well, this was Tiger's nemesis hole. Let's see what Mr. Champ does.
Can he do any better?
Oh dear, the same mistake. Yeah, if you get it short there must be a bit of wind up there. There's so many players just underestimating the strength of that today.
Yeah, Matsuyama on 11. Unfortunately for bogey this putt. Big mistake there. Matsuyama, that is his weakness, you've got to say. His putting isn't quite up to scratch sometimes, and that is a 6 on the par 4. And back to the young Aussie, Cameron Smith on 5.
Oh, this has gone left, I think. You've got no green to work with on the chip, and that is almost automatic bogey from there.
Yeah, you can see there's hardly any green there between him and the flag. The smooth swinging Rory McIlroy, and he will be looking to make birdies.
Looks like he likes that one. Well, he needs to lock that in, and he needs to have a few more as well.
Yeah, exactly right. Great shot there from Rory McIlroy. Great striker of the golf ball. Rory McIlroy famously hitting golf balls into a washing machine in Northern Ireland. Who would have thought he's now a world beater?
You know, it is remarkable, isn't it? I mean, the two guys you see on TV at a young age, Tiger and Rory, and you know, who would have thought that? How did they know they were going to be such great players?
Who knows? They must have been pretty good. Oh no, and Cameron Champ, that wasn't a difficult shot, but suddenly when the water's there, it's scary, isn't it?
It certainly is. And that's a real shame for him. He needs the cash, and he's not going to get too much today.
No. Man who doesn't need the cash, but is holding the putts is Rory McIlroy, straight in the middle there. Another birdie. Meanwhile, Wood's now on the 14th. How can he respond after that 10?
Well, this is a really tricky shot, and I think this really, it shows you, is he's still concentrating, and I think that shot says that he definitely is.
Yeah, this man never gives up, does he? John Rahm, can he make the eagle?
Oh, and he needs it. Oh, it's close, so close, and yet so far.
Shame, John Rahm can't quite capitalise, but over to Dustin Johnson. What can he do? Driver out again on the 5th hole.
You know, he's got that little sawn-off follow-through, and it just looks like it's working today most of the time.
Forward to Cameron Smith on the 7th now, and time is running out for him. Mistake on the last, made a bogey after missing the green, and that is trouble also.
Isn't it amazing how you get these runs in a tournament where everybody seems to start making mistakes?
This man hasn't made a mistake, but suddenly he seems to be making one. That's way right from the 10th fairway. What happened there?
Sometimes I just wonder. I mean, you know, this is such an important time for Rory, and once again, approaching the back 9 and suddenly loses it.
A player that doesn't seem to be losing it is Brooks Koepka. What can he do? 3rd shot into the par 4. Oh,
I mean, that's sublime.
it's just class, isn't it? Managed to get the spin. Maybe lucky to be on the fairway, but the great players make the most of it. Justin Thomas on the 6th for birdie.
Yeah, you can see he's moving early. He just doesn't look there today to me.
Yeah, he looks like he's run out of steam, and he's only on the 6th hole, which is worrying. He's trying so hard, and you can see he's pushed that out with his hands. Not happy. And of course, Augusta National, home of the Masters tournament for so many years, and 10, 11, 12, such crucial holes, aren't they?
They call it Amen Corner, and not for nothing. You say your prayers when you come to this stage of the golf course.
That's true, and the players will have to make sure they play that hole well coming through. Brooks Koepka on the next hole after that brilliant par, now on the par 5.
And what a shot.
Incredible there. It just is effortless from Brooks Koepka hits a golf ball. It looks so easy. Cameron Smith, though, in a bit of trouble here on the 11th hole. This is his 3rd shot on the par 4.
And he cannot afford to make more than the par on this hole.
And that will be a test. He's got about 10 feet for par there. Rory McIlroy, after that big mistake, did make bogey on the last hole. What can he do from the right rough? 200 yards into 15.
Oh, there's something not looking good about this one either.
And Rory McIlroy, unfortunately, finding the water. And that is so disappointing there from Rory. Had to play aggressive, and sometimes leads to making mistakes. Brooks Koepka, unfortunately, can't capitalise. But he taps in for his birdie on 13.
And where's Tommy today, playing with Brooks?
Tommy Fleetwood from Worksop in England playing with him there. You can see him in the purple stripes, and unfortunately not playing well. 4 over par today, but did chip in on the 12th hole.
His time will come, I think.
His time definitely will come. Smith needs this. 15 feet for par.
They're all They're all just kind of helping DJ a little bit at this time, aren't they?
Yeah, the last thing any of these players can afford to do is go backwards, because Dustin Johnson only seems to be going one way, and that's forwards.
Certainly does. I don't know, I just don't feel like DJ's going to make a bogey today, the way he's playing.
No, I mean, he just looks so solid. Justin Thomas, though, what can he do? It's been such a frustrating day. But he's praying, screaming at this one.
Oh, what a great shot. I mean, these guys are making these par fives. They're making them look like pitch and putt.
Justin Thomas, Dad Mike and Grandad, also PGA pros.
Yeah, I mean, both great teachers in their own right, and Mike, of course, has taught JT since the beginning of his young career, and also teaches Tiger Woods' son, I understand.
Close friends with the Woods family, Tiger and his son Charlie Woods. But from Justin to Dustin, this is Dustin Johnson on the par 5 13th.
Playing a little bit conservatively, but why not?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he doesn't need to do anything special here. Just keep making pars, keep playing safe, and he's going to win this tournament. But this is for birdie.
And if you can putt like that, well, you don't need to knock it next to the hole.
No problems there from Dustin Johnson. Straight in the middle of the cup. And on the next. And look at that. So much confidence, so much speed, but so much control.
He certainly does have. And yeah, it's just one of those days today, I feel, with Dustin. I feel like he's on a kind of Sunday afternoon stroll.
Yeah, this just looks so calm under pressure. Tiger Woods, 8 iron on 16. He's made 2 birdies since that 10.
Yeah, well, the boy doesn't give up, does he? You know, it's typical of Tiger. You can see he's got the bit between his teeth, and he might be in pain, but he's not showing it.
So impressive. Cameron Smith on 15. Needs to make a move. You can see he's having to play aggressive, and maybe that's why it led to that. Way left. This could be water.
Ooh, that looks like he got lucky.
Oh, that's lucky. Now, hitting his 3rd shot, and that's for birdie.
Good recovery.
Dustin Johnson, meanwhile, in the middle of the fairway. No surprise there, and he's looking straight at the flag.
Yeah, once again. I mean, it's like a dartboard out there, isn't it? He's going for triple 20 the whole time.
And he's hitting it. Tiger Woods on his final hole now. Made birdie on 16 and on 17. What can he do on 18?
Well, we know what he can do.
I mean, if anyone can finish in style, it's this man. 15 majors, of course. Over 100 wins worldwide. Jon Rahm hasn't been the day he was looking for, but he's crunched this one. Straight down the middle on the last.
Yeah, this hole sets up for him. He naturally hits the ball left to right, and, well, look at that. That's huge.
Wow, that's 320 yards to that bunker. And up on that green, Tiger Woods to finish. Can he finish in style?
Was there any doubt?
Tiger in his Sunday red, leaving his Sunday best for the last hole. 4 birdies in the last 4 holes.
He's a showman.
And now over to Cameron Smith.
He needs this.
For birdie on 15. Oh, he's got it.
He has got it. Well, you know, who knows? You know, if he gets a couple more.
Cameron Smith now 3 behind. Dustin Johnson for another birdie.
It just stretches the lead. Sometimes you just wonder, is this game too easy for him?
Yeah, it's so true. Anytime anyone comes close to him, he seems to move further away. And Justin Thomas taps in there. Bit disappointing today. Sung Jae-im, the Korean, taps in on the last. 2nd place for him.
Probably. Great tournament. It's down to this man if he gets 2nd place on his own.
Cameron Smith gives it a rip. You can't knock his confidence. This man really does try his heart out, doesn't he?
Certainly does. And for a young player with little experience in the majors, that certainly is a great effort.
Very true. And of course, talking of effort, this man is the epitome of effort and hard work, discipline, and that is a great finish. Bernard Langer. And over to Dustin Johnson. He loves this one.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 1 hole to play, and it really is a procession at this stage, and that is so far, it's ridiculous.
That is one of the longest drives we've seen all day, and Cameron Smith up at that green. What can he do? And this looks good. Oh, 1 roll away from Cameron Smith making a birdie there, and he'll be thrilled. That'll be 2nd place for Cameron Smith. Dustin Johnson, though, 100 yards left. And this now is pretty much an exhibition, isn't it?
Certainly is. And once again, DJ playing for the heart of the green, nice and safe, and a 2-putt from there, and he should be the champion.
Dustin Johnson for the birdie. Can he finish it in style?
Well, DJ, that's a great effort. Almost seems like a game of chess today, the way he's played the game. Everything's about positioning. He seems to know the moves way before he even gets to the hole. You know, he's had a game plan, he's executed, and he's a really deserving champion.
The long-awaited Masters has a long-awaited champion. He is your winner, Dustin Johnson, winning by 5 shots. And embraces his brother there. That must be a great feeling.
Certainly must be. And, you know, I feel like this is just the beginning of DJ's career.
Well, thank you to everyone watching, and we'll see you next time here at the Masters.